Welcome back, guys. We're continuing on this Confederate campaign, and we're going to jump in with Chantilly next. Now, this is a very, very, very important mission in terms of Antietam. If you don't do enough damage at Chantilly, Antietam is going to be brutal. Absolutely brutal. So, you've got to play very aggressive in Chantilly, which is not really my play style. I like to sit back with a load of cannons, which you can't do in Chantilly. You've got to push the attack and try and kill everything as fast as possible. You don't have much time either. Um, I think there's about 4.5 hours of game time in this one before the day automatically ends. So you've got to be super, super aggressive, and you're gonna take losses. So in terms of my loadout, basically I haven't increased any of the unit sizes from the previous battle at the end of second bull run. So I'm just going in with all of the units that have got the most strength. So the ones that have got the least strength, I've just taken them out. Sniper's not going to do fast enough damage in this battle to be worth taking. So I'm going to be going in with 12-pounder howitzers, 24, sorry. Trying to do as much damage as I can when they attack me. Then as they start to get weared down or wore down, I'm going to have to go on the offensive and try and get an encirclement on the go. I really don't like doing encirclements personally because you have to stand in the open. You're going to exchange volleys in the open. It's worth it in the end because you get to kill all the men, but you just take a load of losses. So yeah, it's worth the kill death ratio, but it's not worth the losses, which I'm always worried about for the final battle, Washington. So, but we need to do it to be able to have an easier time at Antietam. If you don't do it, Antietam is just, it's the hardest mission in the game, in my opinion, if you haven't managed the kill death ratio correctly. Okay, let's jump into Chantilly. Now, it's been a while since I've played this, so I can't remember the exact best way to play it. What I do remember is I want a howitzer here and eventually a howitzer here, and then potentially another one around here to prevent breakouts, but that one's going to be at risk. So I might just put 2 howitzers here and 1 over here. But at the beginning, you've got to survive because they have quite a lot of men attacking you straight away. So I think I'm only going to start off with 2 howitzers. I'm going to have 3 divisions come in this direction, here, here and here. 2 howitzers supporting them, and then these 3 are going to try and take this tree line. Now the biggest problem with this battle is they've got a load of skirmishers down here, so we're going to have to deal with them first before we do anything. But, I mean, I can't remember exactly, but I think taking this tree line as fast as possible is really important. So I'm going to have to do that. Then detach skirmishers to deal with their skirmishers. I can't remember exactly where they come in. So I'm just gonna have to run my men down there and hope I find them. And then I need to get these into position. You can use these forts if you want, but forts don't work properly in this game. You can get flanked even though it doesn't make any sense that you should get flanked. I should have put these howitzers in this corner over here to make it faster to move them into position. That was a mistake. So I don't remember how fast I need to get these infantry into position, so come on. So I'm just going to run them. And let's go. I'm always nervous on this battle. This is one of the most important battles. And we've found some skirmishers here. We need to push these out of here. Okay, what am I doing here? What am I doing? So I might have one more of these helping out over here. The encirclement's going to require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to need 4 here, 1 here, these 3. So I'm not really sure if it was worth taking this many infantry. I might move 2 of these over here just to make sure there's no breakthroughs. Last thing I want is an enemy behind my lines. I'm going to run them as well. This 24 pounder is going to set up here. Now one of these I want to just put here just to make sure nothing retreats through. And then these 2 can go down and help out with this skirmisher duel down here. Right then. If you run towards skirmishers, they quite often retreat. So if they're in trees, and you don't want them in trees obviously, then running towards them quite often makes them retreat. Might be worth trying to get into melee anyway, because I've got a 3-on-1 advantage. Right, we've forced them out, so let's get these down here. I don't remember where the enemy reinforcements are in this battle. I don't know whether they come from here or over here. So I'm just going to set up in this tree line for now, just in case they do spawn around here. He needs to come back over here. And there they are. Okay. So we need to get out of here. Shouldn't really turn my back like this, but if they get routed, they actually move quicker, so it's not a bad thing getting routed when you want to run away. Okay, so we're into position to push them away. I'm wondering whether I'm sending too many troops over here. I do need to flank down here though to get the encirclement, so. And they've got some reinforcements here, so sending these over is probably a good idea. Okay, let's bring these in for a flank attack. So he's going to take a lot of punishment from this cannon. Nothing we can do about that though. Okay, we've forced him out, which is good. So we can bring him round. Okay, we can start bringing these across now to try and deal with that cannon. I think I might send these back to the parent armies. He's getting flanked, that is really bad news. Really bad news. Okay, he's going to have to come and fill in that position for him. See if I can get a flank of my own here. Yeah, he's going to take some punishment from this cannon standing in the open like that, but nothing we can do about it. Okay, let's retreat with this guy. In fact, I could just tell him to shoot. I think he should be alright shooting from there. Okay, he's taking a beating, but we should be able to... maybe not. Thought a 3-on-1 advantage would be enough there, but clearly not. Okay, so we've got him wavering now, so that's good. Keeping him there is actually not a bad thing. So I don't want to flank him to push him out. I'd love to deal with these cannons, but there's no way I'm getting past all of this infantry. Are these not in range? That's not good. I don't particularly want to flank him, even though it looks nice, because I want him up here where the howitzers are. Okay, so the engagement's going quite well at the moment. So I don't know when the right time would be to start this encirclement up there. I think I'm going to have to wait for him to move before I move across. I mean, really, I think the encirclement would be best started over here and dealing with these cannons. If possible, I want to force them towards my howitzers rather than me have to chase them with my howitzers. So, I'm going to see if I can sneak him across. going to detach some skirmishers that hopefully will eat the fire. I think I'm going to start bringing these down. Okay, so I think he shot at the skirmisher, which is good. This cannon looks like he's retreating, so that's good. So I think everything's looking pretty good. I don't want him getting shot with him standing in the open. Although for some reason he managed to shoot and not get return fire, so it's almost as if I've got a longer range gun than him, which I highly doubt. Okay, this is good. Dealing with these cannons is good. I might start trying to bring him out now, seeing as he's wavering. Start the encirclement. Okay, things are going really, really well. Might just cross here and get into this covert. I'm forcing them towards my howitzers, which is great news, and I'm dealing with their cannons, which is even better news. The one weakness is this gap here. Can't believe he can't quite hit him. Yeah, I didn't want to get shot in the open there, but wanted to get him into position. Okay, he's going to carry on chasing this one while he deals with this one. Hopefully. In fact, no, I don't think he's going to be able to deal with him on his own because he's in the trees though. So I'm going to get them both across to help. I want to keep him routed so he doesn't fire his cannons. Okay, I need to retreat with him. He's taking too much damage. So I'm just going to retreat to there. These need to start coming round. Okay. I just don't want them going through this gap. So obviously I'm getting shot by this cannon here, but he's not doing it. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, I killed him. That's what's going on. Wondered why he was turning around. Yeah, so at the moment everything's looking fine. I just want to deal with this cannon before I start moving anybody into position. But I am concerned about a breakout here. Okay, we've got 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours is quite a long time, but at the same time, we've got a lot of men to kill in 2.5 hours. So I don't want to start an encirclement from this side because it'll just push him through this hole. I want to keep him over here so they don't retreat into this corner. Okay, we've dealt with the cannon, that's good. Let's bring him across here now. Okay, we've got them in a nice little ball. We just have to make sure they don't break out. So let's start moving up here. Don't want to leave the tree line here if I can help it. Just gonna wait for this howitzer to fire. So I'd rather push them into the edge here than come round and try and encircle them. So that's why I'm not coming round this edge. Okay, now this cannon's fired. I'm just going to move him a bit closer in. Might move him to here actually. Okay, so they are retreating up in this corner a bit, so I'm going to have to start moving these further back this way again. Wait till this howitzer fires and then I'll move him. Okay, everything's going pretty damn smoothly. We've got an hour and a half left. Just want to bring these over here. Resupply him. Everything's looking good. I don't want to close the net too much, so they don't try and break out. At the moment, they're not actually doing any damage to me, because they're getting routed before they have chance. So this is a good position to be in. So I'll just let them keep regaining the morale and coming back in towards me, because at the moment they're just approaching me. I'm the one with the cannons. There isn't any real need for me to close the net any further. Okay, I think we've got 1 hour left. We've almost wiped all of them out. Okay, they're getting to the point now where they're retreating a little bit too close to my lines now. So, because they seem to be retreating in this direction, I'm going to try and reinforce that direction a bit. I think we should be good there. No, they're still moving in that direction. That's one more down. Why is he not firing? Come on, fire. Why are you not firing? My goodness. Right, perfect. Absolutely goddamn perfect. That could not have gone better if I'd have tried a million times. Whew. So we got a full wipe, which is really important. Oh, what? We lost the Brigadier General. That's annoying. Howitzers did absolute fantastic work. Some of them always do better than others, but that's just the way it is. Oh, nice. Hopper's Ferries. That's fantastic. They're my favourite gun. They're not the best gun in the game, but in my opinion, they're the best all-round value for money gun. Got some 10-pounders. Can't complain. And we got 5,500 in cash. Marvellous. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Okay, so we're on weapons factory next. I'm not going to do it in this video. I have done a few double missions in the past, but I feel like it's better to have them have their own separate video for each one. Okay, so similar again, we want to try and wipe them all out if we can. Now, all of their forces are here. You can set cannon up or snipers on this side of the river, and I don't believe that they can cross the river anywhere apart from here, so all of your cannons and snipers are perfectly safe. So you can just keep shelling them from this direction as you encircle them over here. The biggest issue in this battle is skirmishers or cavalry, I can't remember which one. There's loads of them in this area, so you want to try and corner them here and wipe them out before you then turn your attention on the infantry. So, although it's nice to have loads of cannons and snipers over here, you do need a lot of infantry for the encirclement. So, I don't really know what would be the best ratio. Maybe 9 infantry, 2 cannons, because I'm thinking I want to use the cannons not because we're attacking, not howitzers, but to counter snipe the enemy cannons, because I think they're going to be an issue in this battle. So 2 rifled cannons to counter snipe, a sniper to rout them, and 9 infantry. I think that's what we're going to go for. Okay, so cheers for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon.